Hello, everybody. For this week's Word and Music, we are going to hear from Ginny Alexander, the chair of our Stewardship Committee.
Good morning. My name's Ginny Alexander, and I have had the privilege this year of being the chair of the Stewardship Committee. This group of people has worked very hard over the last few months to plan this year's stewardship campaign. And I think I echo their sentiments when I say we had some fun doing it this year. The team started by spending close to an hour delving into the Bible, into Bible verses that have to do with giving and gifts and stewardship. We wanted a theme that said every person, every gift, no matter what it is important. And I think you'll agree with me that the theme, whatever gift you have, has met that need. I'm an English major, and it's important to me to understand what words mean, especially words we use all the time. So stewardship, what does that actually mean? Webster, the dictionary, not Google, says stewardship is the careful and responsible management of something entrusted to one's care. I've thought about that a lot. Personally, I'm looking at the formation and the execution of this year's campaign differently than I have the last few years, and I've been on the stewardship team for 4 years now. I am filled with gratitude. It's just overflowing for each of you, for our church family, and all the ways that we embody 1 Peter 4:10. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's in its various form. I'm filled with gratitude for the Stewardship Committee. They shared their own gifts, and it enriched me. I'm thankful for those of you who share your time, seen people in this congregation who are part of groups, committees, task force that work behind the scenes to further the mission of our church, which is to bring people the good news of God's love in Jesus Christ. I don't have time to name each group, although I wish I did, because you may be unaware of some of them, but I have to leave time for the sermon. So let me just say I'm filled with gratitude for each of you. I see your generosity. You're caring for others in so many ways, but especially in these past 3 weeks in reaching out to help our neighbors. Here are some numbers for you. We collected 1,020 individual toilet paper rolls. Very important. 327 individual paper towel rolls. 146 sheet sets, and there's some more in the office, Sherry just told me. 31 blankets, and look at this collection of stuff to help rescue dogs. I am blown away. I truly am blown away, and that's my way of saying I am just overwhelmed by the generosity of this church. We have reached outside of our church to share God's love. Now it's time to look inward and consider how we will help care and manage for our church. If you remember the last time I spoke, I was up here as treasurer. And yes, I wear a few different hats. And they all kind of blend together in my mind. But what I explained in part was that the formation of our budget, the income, comes from you. We're currently working on next year's budget. The pledge cards that we've asked you to bring back next Sunday are critical pieces of information to help us plan the budget because it tells us what our income will be. My prayer is that the things we planned for the last 3 weeks opened your eyes and your hearts to understanding the many ways that each person's gifts are important. It's been fun counting things, and Ron had how many t-shirts, honey? 170? Yeah, he beat you. 170, so there's a bunch of t-shirts up here. It's been fun counting things and calculating what a tenth of our abundance is to share with others. I ask you to join me this week in praying as you consider what it means to be a steward, a caregiver, a responsible manager of this church that's been entrusted to us. Will you consider what it means to support our church financially? If you've never completed a pledge card, it's super easy. Please consider doing so with whatever amount. If you have, please prayerfully consider what it would mean to increase it, maybe by 10% that we've been looking at the last 3 weeks. Ron and I will be completing our pledge card this week out of gratitude for all that God has given us and with thankfulness for being part of this body of Christ. Thank you.
Everybody's got something to offer, young and old, the prince and the pauper. Everybody's got something to offer in the name of the Lord. To the lost and the lowly ones, the message, it is clear. We have all got a gift to give, our hands, our hearts, our tears. Everybody's got something to offer, young and old, the prince and the pauper. Everybody's got something to offer in the name of the Lord. To the believers gathered here, the message, it is true. We have all got a gift to give in all we say and do. Everybody's got something